This was a match that was doomed to be unfair from the start. The boy's hands were tightly wrapped with rusty iron wire. The man standing in front of him was already completely exhausted. The officer coldly ordered them to fight. If they refused, the boy would be shot on the spot. The prisoners around them took off their hats. They silently prayed for the two of them. The man knew there was no way out. He roared and told the boy to hit him, but the boy could never raise his hand against the person who cared for him the most. He calmly turned around. The next second, a gunshot rang out. The guard pulled the trigger. The man completely broke down. At the same time, the officer finally showed a satisfied smile. The man was hung in the center of the square. A sign reading "Champion" was placed on his body. The next day, the man was taken down. He went to the crematorium and wanted to use death as his final resistance. At that moment, he saw the boy's wooden carving. Tears instantly poured from his eyes. He turned his grief into strength and walked toward the boxing ring. At that time, German boxers were using violence to torture Jewish prisoners. They tried to crush their dignity. Even though his body was covered in wounds, he showed no fear. He smiled as he dodged, fell, and stood up again. Even when he was beaten until he was covered in blood, he never stayed down. At the critical moment, he used his forehead to block the opponent's heavy punch. The sound of bones cracking was heard. Teddy won the match.